it's only been about 400 cycles since the last time we met. I have busied myself doing pointless busy work, sorting out pit planting, and watching this almost completely solidify over the course of a rather short period of time. I'll still need to... It's got a long ways before it cools off properly. There's a lot of heat to pull out of there. The other big project to finally do, is to, tell it's been a while because there's snow on everything. Try to get this thing filled up. I had, tried to set up over here, and I had forgotten everything about making liquid hydrogen and oxygen from the last time I did it. It resulted in a bunch of blown pipes and things that didn't work. So I chose not to go and look at any tutorials, because the vast majority of them are for, it's like, oh, we're going to build like an ocean of liquid hydrogen. It's like, well, I don't need an ocean of it. I'm going to flow one rocket at a time here. So the idea, I plug in this pipe. A very, very quick and dirty electrolyzer, because it doesn't care about... I'll do the separating inside whenever it gets here. Most other designs have the piping run inside the chamber. I'm going to cool off the metal tiles, because I want to see if that works. You still drinking? You can stop drinking Super Cone. You have enough in you now. That's running. Some hydrogen. What did I do wrong here? Oh, I didn't connect that. Why have anything work the way you want it to? This is the, was the line for running oxygen up there. Now the first issue of this is going to be with an awful lot of... Yeah, and it's already... I should never have clicked on these until I was actually ready to go there. So you are... equals solid oxygen. Hydrogen gas. I'm probably just not cold enough. What do I need? 252, we're at... Did I mix these up? I mixed these up. Minus 252. Why should anything ever go the way you want it to? You freeze at 218. Oxygen forms at 183. 184. Cannot run for a while. I know that. What's the word? Not patches, packets of less than a certain amount in a pipe won't change state and break. So these are metered out to... Hopefully I've done this right. 1 kilo, which shouldn't change state. The piping out using a bridge, so it shouldn't transfer temperature. This is all blocked in a vacuum. In theory, this ought to work, and for the most part, I was just going to let it build up a whole bunch before I ship any of it out. Over here, I managed to get some liquid hydrogen before everything broke and fell apart. A bunch of liquid oxygen. This is an issue because if I pop that open, disaster will strike. Why are you? What's going on in here? Why are you breaking? You shouldn't break. They're all decently temperatured water. Nothing came in frozen. Nothing should have boiled. Why did you take damage? I'm sure always it kicks out at 70. There's no reason for this to happen. And that is pretty much the motto for this entire series so far. So in my attempt to vacuum out a whole bunch of this stuff so I could actually start playing with the lava, had one piece of something die over here, make a bunch of polluted oxygen. I finally got someone over to sweep it up. They brought it through and proceeded to fill everything with polluted oxygen. I gotta pump it all back out again. I don't know. It might have been a puftwood or something that got in there. I don't know. I gotta sit here and wait for this to do this all over again. I had so much of this all vacuumed out. This was empty. This was empty. This was on its way to being empty. Was. Do it all over again. I also clued in that there's easier ways to deal with having to constantly, instead of constantly opening and closing a door, leave these doors shut, double up the amount of radiation going on, and make this out of something that we can pick up off the floor. Instead of having to... I didn't want to... Really didn't want to sit there and have to waste steel repairing it. Because it's a waste of steel. And building and rebuilding it over time doesn't help either. But since it doesn't seem to have an overheat temperature, I can make it out of whatever as long as I keep it, you know. I don't even know why it's not that warm. I'm sure it's been hit a couple of times. It shouldn't be 51 degrees. Unless it's storing... No, it's not regolith. It's regolith's all nice and hot. This piping's coming through there, so I don't know. Do you just not care? Do you just really not care about temperature? If you don't, I'm fine with that. These guys... These things melt at the drop of a hat. But at least this way, I don't have to worry about them being... If they get hit, it's only sandstone. No problem. This guy, there's gold amalgam everywhere. And right now, he really only exists to launch stuff over to here. Because these guys don't have a source of filtration material. I could, if the pod sent me a poke shell, then I would have a use for this. I would have some use for that. And I could make sand. And I could fire poke shells back at the home planet. If I get one, I'll probably use it. These guys here constantly have nothing better to do. I built a ranch and this just in the hopes that the idleness would stop coming up as often. No, it doesn't. The most I can do is give these guys more downtime. That's really about it. I did have a slight problem over here in that I had a giant pile of mammoth poo that wasn't getting crushed. Simply because the job was so far away from everything. However, because they seem to really like these things. Can't blame, looks like it's playing DDR. Because I stuck this here. That thing has been used. Remote controller. Yeah, okay, sure. You have had significantly more use than 0%. You can. Yeah, okay, sure. Also, the fact that I've got, I think, 2 people effectively locked into the base. Camille and Trivaldo aren't allowed through this door or that door because I want them to cook. But for a while there, if there's any downtime in the cooking, one of them would come down here and play on their remote controllers. I've learned to really like these things. See right there, Camille's like, I'm gonna take a break off of cooking. I'm gonna go squash mammoth patties. One thing I did find out is that they don't. I built one down here. I built a dock down here in the hopes that they would tend to these guys, and they didn't. Which I don't get. I guess because it's an operating task. Grooming, ranching task. So definitely for good for operating. Like, normally someone's down here. If I had just the one refinery, guarantee that would have 100% uptime. Oh, there it is. Someone's hopped in. I'm going to realize the utility value of these things, and the next time, guarantee next time I play through, the moment I unlock these, I'm going to start using them. It says time savers, and like if you have dupes that don't have to go anywhere, it's like, oh, I can just sit here and play on the remote controller all day and then go do stuff. And they the things I didn't expect. They have a bonus to decor. They're worth 15. Worth 15 decor. So while your dupe spends the whole day over here soaking up 120 decor, or more actually. Yeah, I know it's supposed to even out, but right. If someone was working on this one, they'd be working here. 120, no. 130, 175, 205, 220, 232. Right? Get out. Head on up. Eat. Come down. Chill out around here with 400 and some decor, and then go to bed. So some of these guys, my 2 cooks definitely, Camille and what is your daily decor? 163, 2 something. So yeah, they should be getting. I know there's a bonus to decor. I'm not sure how that one works. I know that the better your place looks, the better the dupes operate. That said, for some weird reason, I have caught everyone over here just lingering inside the bathroom. It is not the prettiest place here. It's this over here. Don't just stand around the toilets. It's because of the acoustics. Now I'm going to be completely honest with you. Once I get this to work, I'm probably going to abandon the whole thing. I have never built the radiation rocket. Do I have? I don't have an open platform. Hang on, I can have an open platform here in a second. Just retract this. Let's send you... Let's send you there. Already? Cool. Go do something. I need the pad for a minute. So I've never built the Radbolt engine. Don't build it yet. Now I know this thing wants a whole bunch of... No. Build just the rocket part. Just so I can look at it. I don't remember how many... Meaning... Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Radbolts in wood chamber. Height allowance. I've never built the Radbolt engine. And I've watched more than a few people. Francis John definitely sending Radbolt engines just up constantly to create massive temperature swings. Because it seems like how hard can it be to generate a bunch of Radbolts when it got radiation? What's your capacity? Quonk. 4,000 Radbolts. So... you get... to be 2? I don't have a lot of radiation here, to be honest. This is barely safe. 218. You're not turned on. What are you? You am 125. So you get 9. No, you get... because that. So 1/10. So I would get... 18. With nothing in the way. 18. It only requires like 22? 23. 20 something, less than 25. Less than 25 Radbolt generators to fill this thing up. Then once I had it filled up, I could just, that's just power. Like this is power, power, power is not an issue. I mean, it may become an issue. Our potential load is nearing on double what our, God, that's scary. It would be really bad if everything turned on all of a sudden. Where the hell did you come from? You're not supposed to be... Where are you sending stuff? Okay, good. I must have pointed at the wrong planet for a while. Once I get this thing flown once or so, again, mostly just to see if this idea works. Already got a small ocean of liquid oxygen. The hydrogen's being a bit of a butt because it's... I should have put the gas pumps up top. I still can. I also like to know why I've got a bunch of damage in here. Not power. What wants? How? There's no way you could have just automatically overloaded. This only kicks out at 70. You have a... You don't care. I'm at a loss. If you can tell me why there's broken pipes in there, I'd like to hear it. No, I'm going to pop that open, because we're... Yep, that's already... Grumble, 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 grumble. So I kind of figured out what the water wasn't bursting in the pipe; it was freezing. It was hitting this insulated tile, and because there's some weird mechanic where gases and solids trade temperature a lot faster, everything here got cold and froze some stuff in the pipes, which it's an insulated tile. It's not supposed to. It's insulation. I've worked with cold insulation. It still works when it's cold. Don't know how to tell you this. Okay, let's try this again. I would say in theory this would get me a better split of hydrogen and oxygen, but since when has anything gone our way? Working on a small ocean of liquid oxygen. Hydrogen is... yeah, that's the kind of bummer part. Like 1/12th? 118th? No, it's 112 grams. And 888 to the other side. Yeah, so we're gonna get vastly more oxygen than hydrogen. I guess I'm going to start venting this stuff, aren't I? So let's... so it'll have to be some manual stuff. Because I don't want to risk automation. I don't want to pop that open to try to automate anything. Really not in the mood to do that. We'll just seal a vent in a box. And if this overpressures, fills up, I'll just use the snip tool. That part's working. Fortunately, we got 200 and some kilos of liquid hydrogen so far. And I need... what do you need? Status. $630. 1,000 kilos yet. It's gonna take a while. Well, Stinky's on his way home. A short cycle or so that should give me just enough time to get this thing all filled up and send you... yeah, send you there. That way I have a place for him to be. We have a small ocean of liquid hydrogen. Let's wreck everything. Let's watch it all blow up. Coming through. Nope, we already have a broken something there. What broke? Gas pipe. Oh, I get it. I bet I know why. That's why. I should have bridged in. Really should have. Pipes aren't blowing up. I should not have started the, Let's turn the oxygen one off. That was a mistake. It's got nowhere to go. I don't get why you're breaking there. You did so good everywhere else. Doing so good. Breaking at the bridges. Alright, so that's clearly a... granite didn't break. Okay, well, let's change you to granite and see what happens. It took me less than a second to click off and realize I had forgot to change these over to 1 kilo per second. We'll get this stuff figured out eventually. How's it feel to be home, Stink? I've been here in a while. It's soaking wet going through multiple liquid walks. Freezing cold down here. Finally back. So what I should do. No, he'll eat Frostburgers. It's the first thing he can pathfind to when he gets here. You have a bed. Oh, I think I have to... Here, let's make dang sure you have a place to sleep by giving you nowhere else to go. At least until this is ready. Okay. Just about all of the piping is done. Took the tanks out, just another point of failure. Point of failure is pretty much everything going on right now. Can I get some hydrogen into this thing? You shouldn't state change. Ah, still blowing up at the bridge. Okay, well, let's turn you off so you stop doing that. Why? 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 What is it about this bridge? You make it out through that one, you hit this one, you blow up. Exchanging heat with something. Well, let's just take this out then. If bridges are going to be a problem, we'll just get rid of the bridges. Disable auto repair, get rid of it. Why does it pop there? Okay, 97th time the charm, right? Going through all this to fill up one rocket only to immediately abandon the entire process. Sunk cost fallacy writ large. And the moment I say anything, a pipe's going to break somewhere and the whole thing's going to fall apart. Guarantee that. You're filling... There's a friggin' pipe in here. The whole area was a little cool, so we'll just pump a bunch of hot water in here. The first damn thing to happen was that I hit one cold thing, because everything in this damn base is made of cold. Pipes kept breaking. I think it'd be okay, but with the constant amount of use the toilet gets, it would eventually cycle through some warm water, but it just refuses to. Now everything's going okay. It's just going to take a while to fill up, that's all. Wait, what? Why have you got... Why? Why? You can't see it, but I've got my head in my hand, my fingers drumming on the desk. I'm going to go be very mad. Potentially take a couple of days off of this, because this project has got me a little wound up. I don't know how you got liquid oxygen in there. At no point were those two lines ever connected. I wonder if it even matters. I wonder. Doesn't see anything that doesn't. It might not care. What's your distance? 13. Because of fuel. It might not matter. But I've run into enough setbacks, so I'm going to let this finish. And next episode, we're going to send Stinky into space to go look at a few things. And I may spend my weekend cleaning out a storage room because it will be less frustrating than this. I'll see you in the future.